What is going on, people? I am here for, if you couldn't read the title, another movie review. This one is of the Funhouse Massacre, put out by Scream and Shout Factory. This actually comes out tomorrow. I ordered it off Amazon Prime, and it came a day early, so I got a little, present, I guess you want to call it. This movie is directed by Andy Palmer. It's written by Ben Begley and Renee Dorian. It stars Robert Englund for a little bit. It stars Jerry Burns, Scottie Thompson, Clint Howard, Courtney Gaines, among many others. And pretty much what this movie is about is right in the beginning, you see this reporter go to this mental asylum that they have these crazy people, well, five to be exact, uh, cooped up in this place. Robert Englund plays the warden, and pretty much, she comes in and tries to talk to him about why they keep him here, what the practices are, and such. And he takes her on a tour and pretty much shows her all the different people that they have here. Again, there's five, and it's pretty cool. They open up the little windows that they have on the doors and everything, and pretty much you see what they are. One of them is a chef that would kill people and serve the people as the food. Another one was a deranged dentist. Another one was a taxidermist that would stuff people instead of animals. The other one was this gigantic wrestler that instead of, wrestling people, he'd end up killing them. And the final one was this guy who was a cult leader, I guess you want to call it, that a few months before, pretty much his entire cult burned themselves to death, so they kept him there. Throughout the thing, Robert Englund is just telling her about the whole situation and everything. They go back into his office, and little do you know that she is actually for them. She's a nutcase herself. She ends up, killing Robert Englund's character and setting these people free. Not really much of a spoiler because that happens within the first like 3 minutes of the movie. So these crazy convicts end up leaving and, going somewhere. Not flash forward, but cut a scene, and you find out that there's a group of teenagers that are, I'm guessing they're teens or mid 20s, whatever. They're in a restaurant and they're talking about this new thing that is opening up. I forgot to mention that it's around Halloween time, so they're talking about this new fun house that's opening up that the people actually took all these stories of these people that were in the mental institution and made it into a fun house. So there's every little room is one's like a dentist office, one's a classroom, one's a restaurant and all this stuff. So they plan on going to this place. Little do they know that these crazy people end up going to this fun house and killing the people who are supposed to play them, and now take refuge or take hold in this funhouse. So these kids or teenagers, whatever, end up going to the funhouse, and little do they know that people are actually dying there because of these people. So until they realize that, which they finally do, now it's these people against these deranged convicts or whatever you want to call them. There's a few extra characters thrown in there. There's a guy. It's funny because certain people are dressed up as certain, it's Halloween, so they have costumes on. You have a guy dressed as Machete and everything. It's pretty funny. But then you have these two sheriffs, or I think one's a sheriff and one's, a deputy or whatever. But you got them coming to the scene because the one guy gets prank phone calls. He gets another call, which sounds really real. So they end up going to this fun house. And now it's a group of people versus these, like I said, psychopaths and everything. This movie is full of gore. You get a little nudity, so if you need your nudity, you get a little bit of it. But this thing is definitely full of gore. A lot of, look like a lot of practical effects, which I love myself. And it's just a very interesting, like plot line and everything. It's funny how certain people get killed. There's certain ways. Like I said, each psychopath, I guess, has their own way of killing people. Like I said, one's a taxidermist, one's a dentist, and everything. So it's kind of funny to see, how they get killed in different ways. So yeah, I say if you haven't checked it out, well, actually you can check it out until tomorrow because, like I said, I did get it early. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the link for this on. Bought it on Amazon Prime, so it should be there. I don't know if it's gonna be in Best Buy and Target or whatever, but definitely I say if you're into a gore fest kind of deal, definitely go ahead check out the Funhouse Massacre, which I did as well. Again, if you enjoy my reviews, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Again, I have a Instagram where I pretty much take pictures and show off my movies. If there's something there that you want to see, definitely, let me know if you would want to see me review something. And I guess until next time, I'll see you guys.